Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today here in the house of overcharging you, because you didn't take your clothes off fast enough. Yeah, so we're in a bathhouse, everything is jolly and merry, and we're talking to the clientele around here. We also have a very pretty looking, what is it called? An aquarium? Rare and colorful fish swim from the end, or from end to end of the watery...
Look at that, it's like a little ocean. Oh, we need one of those for our ship.
We have a big ocean for our ship, Dare, you're an idiot. The watery enclosure. That is cool. That is really cool. It's also interesting that Dare never saw it. Because, of course, he wouldn't have. There's nothing like this in Deerwood. And especially growing up in the Gilded Vale, he wouldn't have seen that. They don't have even an ocean there. It's getting to the ocean is... yeah, it looks pretty cool. But... Hey, Udine.
I see you brought your pain, but you need come to ease it. Pity.
A sorcerer and a gentleman. A venerable elf. Not an elderly one. They have a different name for elderly. Although elderly might not be actual thing. Why is my kitty always in the bath? My god, kitty. Her creased... a venerable elf sits beside the water, her creased and spotted skin slightly flushed by the heat. Numerous scars mar her skin on face and torso alike. And she does look like she has, yeah, her face, like, maybe she's blind or something? Her eyes open, and their sharp gaze focuses on you. She's not blind. They are sharp and gazy. You're Udine, right? We've heard... Oh, Rimaro, that's the one. Oh, okay. Pain? I have no pain. Well, I kind of want to say that, and I hope that she says lucky you, but we'll see. Let's go with that.
Aye, if you say so.
The elf's eyes examine you as a physician might, probing but impersonal. So what brings you to the bathhouse?
It eases my pain. More than that is an awful long yarn, and then to lickly.
Oh, by Berith's bulging ball bag, spare us a tragic tale, you poxy old salt. Tell us a Romaro and we'll be leaving you to your misery.
My god, Seraphine, do you need... I was leaving... Nah.
Seraphine.
She smiles, an expression both sad and kind. No, I don't remember what her relationship with Seraphine was. I guess we're gonna figure it out.
Romaro described you pointedly. He told me that you would come were you in danger.
Oh, I remember. Romaro, was she her... his favorite companion or something? Or am I No, that was another quest altogether.
Danger? Nay, not I. I do seek him, though. And I feel that he needs me. Feel it in the deep depths of my furry fun sack. If you care for him, you'll be telling me what you know.
He bade me not tell anybody of his plans, ye included. He's left this area, afeard of the danger he fishes on those near to him.
She sighs, a long pained sound accompanied by a wince. And the sound is probably like, hey, because she has such weird words. So let's see. Yeah, it does seem like Romaro didn't want you to find him, but that doesn't mean he doesn't want him. He doesn't want Seraphine to find him now. Maybe he didn't, but now he does. You know, it's whatever. Appeal, tell us Romaro, or life is forfeit. I've watched enough. Yeah, let's go with this one. Please help my friend Udine. He loves Romaro like a father.
He's the nearest thing I got to kin. Why didn't he trust me?
Huh.
He did trust you. He trusted you wholly.
Udine frowns at Seraphine, her eyes wet.
I'll tell you, and trust you to con best what to make of the conning. Romaro treated me as galleon for mine clipper. A stuggy trade, surely, but he insisted that he needed the speed. I can't tell you what he intends, but he set sail for Sayuka, intending to replenish there. That's everything I con, for whatever good it does you.
He gave up the sorcerer? And for what? An elven clipper? Makes as much sense as Doug's on a drake cap. He'd be easy catchings for any freebooter after his hide.
So sorcerer is the name of a ship. That's why the quest was called like that. For an elven clipper. That's not the name of the ship, that's just the type of ship. Who is hunting Romaro besides Malnai? Or Malnash, actually.
Yeah, that salted cockfuss be the biggest threat, sure as shit. But others will want that bounty too. Not to mention a favour comes with it.
It's strange that your good friend is trying so hard to avoid you. Seraphim blinks, nose twitching, his ears angle slightly back.
Surely thinks he's protecting me. Stubborn as I seem, Captain Watcher. Romaro makes me look the dabbler.
Well, we should hurry to Sayuka.
Aye, Cap, you've read my mind. And here with me thinking that were my skill in particular. Thank you mightily, lass. Enjoy the baths.
He's talking to Udine there.
Safe travels. The wages of war catch ye up soon or soon.
My god. Udine, I don't even know if that's your real name. Or Udine or something. Oh my god. Okay, so let's look at the quest. The source. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so I helped Seraphim uncover information on Romaro at the Fort Deadlight, and we found a chest that used to belong to Romaro containing a letter to Seraphim. It mentioned someone named Udine at a place called Magic Waters. That's what it was. Okay, and then we yeah, Romaro supposedly met someone named Udine at the Luminous Bathhouse in Periki's out overlooking Nekataka. Perhaps she knows how to contact Romaro. And a pirate captain named Malnage, who we found 2 episodes ago, I think it was. Found me on the streets. And I didn't reveal any information about Udine. So we're here. I don't know if I want that open. That's fine. Okay, Udine, thank you very much for the tips. And we can go to... Oh, boiler room. Oh, so it's not a fire elemental. Aw. It would be really cool. Although, I'm not really sure how they work. And I'm not even sure that is a fire elemental. It could be anything, really. Oh. That's interesting. They talk to us. And they're burning their, not souls of people. The boiler room isn't safe for guests. Please return to the main floor. Sorry. And to think I used to like the smell of Adra. Now I can't stand it. Yeah, it definitely isn't people. Oh, we got a thing over here. This crack in the wall is perhaps just wide enough to accommodate a Naumawa squeezing it in sideways. The passage seems to widen the deeper it goes. Let's go. I don't know why it was there, the only one that was sort of... I mean, I don't know where this is going. Map discovered. Arkemir's Manor. Laboratories. What? Who's this Arkemir? Sounds Sanguithan to me, but it might not be. This wall looks recently repaired. Many of the stones are new and were cut off to fit into the older structure around it. It would take an appropriate tool or considerable brawn to overcome the steadfast obstacle. I suppose I have someone who can do this, no problem. Let's examine the wall first, though. The wall appears fairly solid and upright, though some patient work with a hammer and chisel could make short work of it. You notice fine metal wires nestled among the stones in a web-like network. Following them leads to an elaborate alarm system, which would be triggered by removing the stones. I am very glad I noticed that then. Let's disable the alarm system. Who can do this? That would be Seraphim. Aye, aye, Captain. After disconnecting the wires from the alarm with care, the stones are now safer to move. Let's have someone push the wall, and that shouldn't be a problem here. Because athletics are also a thing. I think that's always going to count. The mortar gives at the last instant, collapsing a section. That's the very first sentence, but it's the last instant already. Collapsing a section of wall large enough for a group of to pass through single file. Well, for a person to pass through. But I guess I see what the writer was thinking of when they wrote a group to go single file. Because, like, a single person? Who am I going to send? Whom am I going to send, I should say. Okay, so this looks relatively safe. It's also a lot of experience, which is fantastic. And we have... Oh. Okay, electricity. Crap. Okay. I don't know. They're not aggressive. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Good. Good. Okay. Let's go this way. Nope. It's going elsewhere. Okay.
Yeah?
Let's try this. This device is a complex control panel made of gems set in movable stone impressions. 4 colorful gemstones are positioned around a hole in the center. Something appears to be missing, though an expert tinkerer might be able to compensate for it. That might be the reason why they're not available. Let's examine the gemstones first. The gemstones around the axis of the lock can be manipulated into a number of different configurations, like a configuration lock. The vacant hole in the center of the lock suggests that a component is still missing. Let's leave and let's bring everyone in.
Well, don't see why not.
Let's do this to there and shut up. Okay. Soundtrack and the shadows, and it's all amazing. I mean, the shadows are awesome, and the soundtrack is just making me nervous. Let's examine the gemstones first. Nothing happens. Let's examine the absence in the center. It looks like the setting for a gemstone. Scratch marks would suggest that someone or something pried the stone free. Let's see if anything works, and who would that be? That would be Seraphim, most likely. I mean, I would guess if this requires any lore or anything. We'll see. Success, though. After some gentle attention with a practiced hand, a soft click and an arcane fizzle erupt from the lock. Seraphim surveys the job well done with a satisfied smile. Let's rotate the gems to experiment with various positions. Oh, so that's... I just bypassed the stone thing. Okay, I'm still gonna look for it, but you manipulate the gems in their settings, but the amount of possible combinations leaves you at a loss. It would appear that this lock requires something more. As a result of careful tinkering, the gems set around this control panel glow with arcane luminescence. Well, maybe it's not sparking anymore. Let's go. A little bit of fast mode. Just be careful. And we should be fine.
My fingers be fat and furry,
But
but easy breezy, wet and sleazy.
that's not what he said. That's not the continuation of that line. Okay, soundtrack, calm me down. What's going on here? We have a two-handed morning star, Saru's Sicker. Okay, I don't think anybody uses that. Not on my team anyway. We have some spells and palm slats. Some good stuff there. A lot of books here. 10 Years of Dawn. That would be about Eothas. Probably of war, I guess, about the war. Book of the Hunt, that would be about Galawain. And up here, Daily Affirmations of Focus and Efficiency. That's Abaddon. Yes, because he's very god of efficiency and stuff. Excerpts from the Sermon of Struggle. That would be Magrin. There it is. And over here we have Final Journal of Jonas. That's the Skane one. We have read about it. Missives of the Hand Occult. That would be Skane as well? No, Whale. Whale's the secret dude. I always mix those up. Select Correspondences of the Giftbringer. That's Ondra. And the Enigmatic God of Cold. That is Remergander, not Barath. Let's see. The Many Faces of Barath. That's Barath. And over here we have the Midwives' Memoirs about Hylia. Not Hylia. I pronounced Hylia for the longest time, but it's Hylia. And then over here we have the Queen that was, and that's Boudica. All the gods. Look at them. Good stuff. If you wanted to learn about them rather than reading the Cyclopedia. Over here, the Cult of the Sanguine Harvest. What's that one for? Deadfire Archipelago. I think we had a mission with these guys, like a stronghold mission in the first game. Many pitfalls of imp husbandry. Never allow imps to learn spells or wield artifacts of power. Their bodies sponge up the essence remainder and grow exponentially larger in size. One of my household servants pilfered a ring from my collection and grew to the size of an aurochs before I had him properly drained of the power. Their glands also grow more pungent than mere writing can hope to encompass, so beware. So they smell and are huge. That is quite funny and good, in the writing sense, because it's funny and good. So where are we again? Akemir's Manor, the laboratories. So this is definitely somebody that experiments with magic, because of the imps and things. Bye. Oh, this is bad. I don't want to fight them.
Intruder! Ground meat in the Master's Sanctum! Ski! Ski!
The imp chirrups a call of extreme distress and flaps its wings wildly. Are all of the archmages? Let's go with that one. Closest friends treated like common thieves?
Shows what you know, eh? Master doesn't have friends.
He makes a wet, crackling sound that only parodies laughter.
Follow me, eh? Take you outside. Stay close and not get hurt.
This isn't personal. I just find you extremely irritating. No, let's lead the way. If we go outside, it's fine, because we can make our way back in here. I don't want any trouble, and it's great, actually, that we can just be friends, even though this might change our...
You ever thought about changing the color of your fur? Merkberries will stain your skin for weeks.
Oh, think I were born blue, eh? Think being this pretty come natural?
Well, dang, Seraphim. I never knew you were so fancy.
So fancy!
But mayhaps I'll be giving them Merkberries a go. Ain't never been maroon before.
Maroon is pretty cool. Maroon is, as fur goes, maroon is pretty cool. Where are we? So yeah, we just need to go places. That's the upper, I think that might be an upper entrance. Tumara and Netehi. They're both having a chat.
I don't give two pyres for your tribal pride, and I wager that Arkemir cares even less.
The Almao woman clutches her fists at her side. Her severe features are caught in an unshakable grimace.
If this is what passes for Rautai in diplomacy, Raza has bigger problems.
Huh. They're diplomats? The more calm and composed Juana smiles, turning when she notices you. Wait a minute. Okay, so she mentioned... Oh, no, the Almawa. So that was the... yeah, so they're both Almawa, I would say. But, of course, she is... Rawatayan, and she is Juana.
If you've come to see Arkemir, you're too late. He left the estate on wizard business.
Did you say wizard business?
Arkemir could be drinking Koiki wine with dead kings. There's no finding him if he doesn't want to be found.
Okay, well, what did you want with him?
The wizard got his hands on a Huana tablet, the Harapo epic. I came to reclaim it for Rawatai.
To reclaim it for Rawatai? Wasn't it a Huana tablet?
In the middle of my negotiations, this little pest showed up with a claim on it.
The Harapo epic belongs to the Huana. The queen sent me to remind you both.
Oh, and she has a queenly contract then. An intact primary source is a rare find for the Huana. Actually, for the Rawatai as well, because Kana in the first game is also having a bunch of trouble finding like the origins of the Rawatai history or something, and he never did find them. Just I've gone over this when we did this quest. It's actually a very simple quest. Kana is a chanter in the first game, and he wants to. So basically, the Rawatai are a very self-contained people, I guess. Not city. It's just like a country or something. And maybe it says over here. They're in the Deadfire archipelago as well? No, they're expanding aggressively. Oh, they're expanding aggressively! They weren't doing that when Kana was trying to convince them not to expand aggressively. I don't think they were. I might be... Basically, they didn't want anybody to change their traditions and their society or anything like that. Kana, one of the companions in the first game, was convinced that he could... It was convinced that they, as a people, were made... Rawatai are made of many races, by the way. But they were made of many influences, as it was, and that they should stay on that path of being, you know, of continuing letting in a lot of influences, because that's what got them to where they are, or were. I think Rawatai is a pretty powerful... has a pretty powerful military, but I don't remember exactly. It would certainly make sense considering if they are indeed coming in aggressively. The powerful naval kingdom, it says right there, of course, is dominated by a coastal Almawa, and so the Almawa are still pretty a huge majority there, but there's at least as far as I can remember, there's all the races. Ruled by a Ranga Nui, currently the most prosperous of the old empires, Rawatai has expanded aggressively into the Deadfire archipelago to secure natural resources that are scarce in their native storm-torn land. Though folk dwarves and Orlans can be found in Rawatai, most are merchants and remnants of the old kingdoms Rawatai conquered when they seized power centuries ago. Okay, so that might be a different retelling, or it might be a completely different history than the one I was trying to say that Kana mentioned. But basically he wanted to convince them, and he was looking for a book that it's basically like a big thing for their country. And he never found those tablets, and I just sent him back with the... save I imported. I sent him back and say, hey, tell them you found it. Just convince them of what you want to convince them of, and just don't look for for validation, I guess. Because what he was doing wasn't really scientific in any way, because he was basically... Well, I say scientific because he was trying to do sort of archaeology, and I was helping him with being capable of reading soul essence and all that sort of stuff. And you can't really look for... you can't make up your mind before you look for proof of your mind. You need to see what exists and try to think about it and make up your mind after you see the things that you see. And then if more things appear, you need to see what more things appear and then make up your mind after that, not just look at the things that validate your opinion. So he was definitely wrong in that and just sent him back. He never did find the thing, so that definitely, an intact primary source is definitely rare for the Rawatai, in my experience. For the Wana, maybe there are. I don't know. Let's go. But also, why does Arkemir have it? Maybe he took it. Oh, he took it from the Rawatai. Oh, probably. Let's go with this one though.
Akira, few outsiders can appreciate what such an artifact could mean to our people.
Posturing about cultural value is worthless. We both want the tablet for the same reason.
You want it for cultural value? Or are you saying that she doesn't want it for cultural value? In which case, what value? What's the value of a old tablet, if not cultural? Like, it could be secondary to cultural value. Like, for example, people come in to see it, but that's still based on the cultural value of it. So you still want it for the cultural value. It's not like you want it for the tourism, because that's the consequence of the cultural value. Yeah, but so apparently they don't want it. Is there another reason you both want the tablet so badly? The pair goes silent and awkwardly avoid eye contact, focusing in different directions. No, don't go silent, Tumara. You were the one that brought it up.
There are things better left unsaid.
Netehe?
While I'm standing here, you mean?
No, you can say that. You can say all the things.
Akira, I don't deny it.
I'm taking the tablet for myself. You either tell me things or I'm a jerk. You know this. Who's Arkemir?
A spellcaster, and a damn good one. Specializes in hexes and illusions. He and his apprentice run the Dark Cupboard, a local magic shop.
Okay, I haven't been there. I might want to. How did Arkemir come to possess the tablet, though?
I believe that he had dealings with black market treasure hunters. Not that the Queen will implicate him.
She's too preoccupied negotiating with the warmongers at her door.
So what's your plan?
I might as well adjourn to the palace in Serpent's Crown and give Arkemir time to think.
What a load of... You mean to get your hands on that tablet with or without Arkemir?
Wait a minute, what does adjourn mean? I don't know what... How did you come to that conclusion, Tamara?
You island rats can barely write your own names, much less a distinguished epic.
So, it's not a Wana tablet? Oh, is she lying? Netehe blinks at her in shock and takes a moment to smooth down the creases in her uniform.
Scamper back to the Brass Citadel and spin your own plots. I will happily do the same on my side of the island.
Well, Tumara, I'd like to speak with you.
I suppose I can spare a moment.
Tell me about yourself.
I help finance expeditions around the Isles, which often means keeping an ear to the ground. Not very romantic from behind a desk, but Rawatai's campaign could use the extra coin.
You and Netehe don't seem to get along.
All of her pretenses of cultural pride are a means to an end.
Yeah, but you need to tell me the end, otherwise it's not pretenses, is it?
Like the rest of the Hawana, she isn't above exploiting any advantage if she can profit from it.
So it is the tourism thing. It's still cultural. It's still cultural. It's like, culture is always a means to an end. Always. Culture is not the end in and of itself. Never. It's a means to stability. It's a means to education. It's a means to... And even education isn't a means to an end, or isn't the end itself, I should say. It's a means to profit, of course. To teaching, well, education. Teaching your young about things. It's a means to maintain status. There's so many things. Culture as a whole. It's a means to entertainment. It's so many things. It's never the means in and of itself. And that's what gets people so confused about what constitutes culture and what doesn't, specifically... well, I say specific, like, as for example, cinema, for example. There's people who don't consider cinema to be culture, which I find to be extremely arrogant. It is, of course it is. But it's like there's even more egregious examples. The Wana have assembled a tidy profit from selling off the islands. Yeah, they have, but... my options here seem to be pretty limited here. I don't agree with her, basically, because of my attitude towards what constitutes the means to... or what constitutes culture in general. So I just will have to choose the option that doesn't agree with her, even though it's not the argument I wanna do. The one I'm trying to get by. Well, it is very important to... I haven't met a Wana that seems to be, like, not happy with their station. Because I think they have casts, so yeah, we'll see. I haven't seen any evidence of what's the word? Like, exploitation, basically, by the state of the Wana people. So I guess even tidy profit and all that, selling off the islands, you could make it a case of they're selling off the islands unlawfully and not with the interest of the people in mind. That could be a thing, and that could still be a problem. But even then, I haven't seen any like the people just be like, oh, they sold my lands to the whatever, the Rauatai, and just yeah, I don't know. So I'll go with this one.
As you say.
Yeah, I can't really say much, can I? Any ideas on retrieving the Harapu epic? Because I'm gonna take it.
I heard tell of Ephron, a thief with a penchant for making house calls. Word has it that Ephron made his way inside of Archimere's manor and later died. Now his soul is bound to the fortune-telling machine in the dark cupboard. Strange fate.
It is a strange fate. I have a few questions about the epic.
It's a handsome piece of rock, which some call valuable.
You don't, apparently. She's not eating it for the money.
I won't dispute that point if the value goes to Rauatai.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is all about the cultural significance, because that's where the value comes from. What does the Royal Deadfire Company want with the Harapo epic?
I suppose it's no secret that we're after more than some arbitrary cultural touchstone.
We've been over this.
We're looking for a route to Ukaizo.
Or maybe we haven't. Ukaizo is a mythical island rumored to be somewhere in the Deadfire archipelago. Some legends regard Ukaizo as the wellspring of Wana culture. Others tell of reaches beyond measure. All agree that Ukaizo vanished after cataclysmic storms and volcanic eruptions bottled out the horizon. But it remains to be seen if these tales possess an echo of merit or simply romanticize an ancient fantasy. Well, if anybody's gonna plunder that, it's gonna be me. I'm sorry.
Stands to reason that ancient lore would be a key to finding the place.
Yeah, you're just... Yep, sometime. Maybe. I don't know. What kind of defenses does Archimere have inside his mansion?
Archimere is a magical savant and a recluse. That makes for a very dangerous combination. He relies on imps and ironclad constructs to maintain the estate. When you've lived as long as Archimere, I suppose trust becomes a problem.
Yeah, he doesn't have friends, I hear. Apart from his imps. I don't know. Okay, back to my previous questions.
Fine by me. I'm looking forward to the day when the Harapo epic is someone else's concern.
Could the epic really be a path to Ukaizo?
When it comes to finding the lost island, we can't afford to neglect any lead. The Ranganui seeks to saddle the weather and harness the storm. If there is a place where this can happen, it is Ukaizo.
Well, farewell then. Interesting. All captains are warned to avoid the Adra Colossus. Yes, indeed. Anyway, we're out of time for the day, so let's go in there next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been... I can't open that, can I? Maybe I can. I just saw the thing right there. Maybe I can. But yeah, this has been Pillars of Eternity 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all,
You look thirsty.
thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.